Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out Polygon's price chart, and I'm going to tell you why in the short term I do believe on a continuation of this specific phase on the upside right in here. But first things first, if you remember the last time that we talked about Polygon, we were around these areas, and the idea was that maybe we are having an ABCDE, a triangle structure, suggesting downsides overall are quite limited, and from these areas we can expect yet another good bounce in order to hopefully finally get a break of this very important level, which the higher band of it is somewhere around 33 cents. So question is, can this scenario still be in play? I'm going to tell you yes, but definitely not in this shape. Now why? Because if I just hide everything, as you can see in this specific phase down in Polygon, we took all these lows right in here, and now if you insist on having this triangle structure, you can say maybe to around here is going to be the end of your C leg, and followed by that you can have ABC up into D and another move down into our E leg, and then a very strong impulsive movement on the upside. Now, can we have other scenarios? Of course we can have, but here's the situation. In today's update, I don't really want to talk about other possibilities. I want to talk about why I think this move is going to continue a little bit. You see, whenever you are having a couple of lows quite close together, then okay, right around the lows, a lot of short-term amateur traders are going to open some long positions in hope that we get a very strong bounce. Now, sometimes this is actually going to play out, but in most cases, maybe not so much. And the price unfortunately has a tendency to absolutely wreck those people. So after a very quick bounce, odds are you're going to see a move down in order to take all the lows. And when their stop loss are going to get hit, then you are going to see a bounce back in order to have the same move that they expected. But again, they are out of the market and they lost quite a good bit of money. Now, this also goes on the other direction, meaning what? Whenever you are having couple of highs quite close together, then okay, right above them there are some decent liquidity, and the price is going to most likely go up and gather all of those and maybe even continue its move on the upside. Now, why is this important? Because in Polygon we did have a couple of lows close together. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lows quite close. So under here there were some liquidity, and what happened? What do you know? We got a move down and took them up. Now here's the thing, also I'm able to tell you, look, these highs are quite close together, so odds are in Polygon in the short term this move is going to continue a bit more, and in it is very much possible for us to take this point, and even if we are lucky, the highest high right in here around 29.5 cents, meaning from the current point we can expect somewhere between a 7 to 10% move on the upside. And at that point I need you to pay full attention to the shape of the move up that we are going to get. If we end up having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it can be like a really optimistic side. On the other hand, if we end up getting, for example, a 3-wave movement followed by a good move down, maybe not so much, and at that point you need to count on this phase down to continue a little bit more, maybe even in order to take the loss. But according to both of these scenarios, the general picture is still going to remain absolutely optimistic. But for now, let's not really get ahead of ourselves and talk about, for example, the next moves on the downside. No, let's just see this move up continuing a little bit more in order to hopefully take all the highs and destroy the people that open some short positions around them. And then we are going to make new updates and see where are we going to go from there based on the subwaves. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Polygon. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.